Alrighty.
But what happened last time? On
Last
the
time.
Hateful Sun.
On the Hateful Sun. Last time on the Hateful Sun. We awoke on the tall, rocky telltale. The thing that's
Mesa.
called a mesa. Yeah, and we had to figure out how to get down off of the tall, rocky tall. There was some different ideas involved, but in the end, most of the party did the old featherfall with the help of Inqua, and the rest of the party flew down with soaring wings of glory, and another one just took the long way home, and he walked, and it took a really painfully long time to watch him walk all the way down all of that air, when it's like, come on, it's air, you just go. But no, his special boots demand precision and walking, and so Arazid got to take the long way too on the back of Chance, and I honestly feel like that would have been more nerve-wracking than just hitching a ride on Solas. So anyways, we all eventually made it down off of the mesa, and then there was a decision. I think there was a decision before we made it down, but there was a decision to be made about if we would go to the floating island of the Sky of Destiny, which we really should do, or if we would go and check out where these cool winged sand boats things are coming from, which is Onolembo. We're like, oh, okay. If you haven't picked up from me saying Onolembo, we went there. We learned the name. We learned that there's a class system where you can be, oh man, I had it. There's the gear, which is like, yeah, I think you're nobody. Like, you're just an outsider. You don't really fall into their class system. There's the, yeah. There's,
don't fit into the cog system.
There's the gem where you're like a slave. Like, you're just the lowest of the low. Nobody likes you. Or everybody needs you. Nobody likes you. For some reason, you don't get respected for the work that you do. It's messed up. And then you could be a Nino, where you're just like dappled in the finest jewels and living life like a fool. So we're gear. We're nobody to nobody, which is nice. Which is a nice way to go. So we pick up on Onolembo. It's a cool place. They have real metal as currency, so our clay shit does not stand up to the currency rate very well, or the exchange rate. And then they have like a bustling market with like caged animals and other great stuff. Caged animals is kind of a problem, but they got that. They look angry about it. It's fine. Anyways, Ollie made a friend. Arazid made a friend in a bank. Chance later went in to try to make that same friend, but for not reasons of friendship or exchanging of money per se, more so that he could case the place out. And it seems like we could maybe use more expert thieves to do such a thing, because damn. Let's see. Oh yeah, Chance sold some plate armor. He made some money, which is nice because we kind of need some money in this crazy backwards world. We went and we talked to a dragon who lived in a tree with an Excalibur sword sticking out of it. The sword had grown with the tree because it sort of like the tree was planted when the sword got planted by, I think, a dragon fight. Was it a dragon fight? Or was it just a dragon throwing that in there?
You are not aware.
Oh my gosh. Okay. All right. Let's go back through the notes here. No,
there was certainly something about being told some violence.
Okay, so I asked about the sword. Dragon attacked previous settlement, tore a sword from its skin. Ooh, like Farkloon. Plunged it into the earth, shattered the cavern below, creating crystals. The tree grew around the sword. Bum. He came, the guy whose name is Umoja, from the tree. He hatched from an egg inside of it. He is the keeper of stories, but not the arbiter of truth. I don't know. There's some kind of badass line in there. It was awesome. So there's Umoja, and Umoja is like the ancestry chief. And then there's the war chief, Tial, who lives in the pretty big place with the walls around it. Makes sense, you know, you're a little uneasy being a war chief. And then there's the social chief, Osika, who people seem to like a lot. And then there's this interesting church system, the Church of the Rise and the Fall. It's so confusing for me because it's all about if water will come and drown the place or if water will nurture the place and the plants will grow. It's which is confusing because for me, like the tide rises and the tide falls. But I'm pretty sure the rise is the people who are like the land will become washed in water and will be nurtured and will make it. And the fall is like, no, the land is going to be flooded with ancestral oceans and we're all going to drown and nothing matters and that's okay. So anyways, so these two factions are kind of against each other. There had previously been a civil war due to their differences, where all the talking stones were destroyed, which are like, come on. It's like we go to war and we all smash up our phones. Hard to believe. No wonder we found some talking stones. Anyways, oh, then again, under a certain regime, maybe. Anyways, so there's still some tension lying under the surface in Onolembo. We need to talk to a guy, Crosstail, about how much his ships go for, even though I don't really know why, because it's like we've gotten so far on our feet and like magical portals anyways. I don't know why this is such a big deal. Like they're cool as heck, but like do we really want to spend our entire like GDP on the fucking ship? I don't know. And yeah, there's a place to spend the night and rest our head. And according, which is a Sanda's tavern. Oh my god. But yeah, according to my notes for the end of the session, Ollie went over to marvel at the beauty of the cloudy tree next to Omoja's tree, which makes sense because that's where Ollie's token is right now. And apparently, Chance, Inqua, Arazid, and Sunny are heading in to meet the war chief. Solas was people watching when the beggar boy, who Chance nearly ripped off with a clay coin beforehand, but then paid off with Zaphod's hat, was hanging. And the little guy, he's like, "Can you guys just like take me with you? Like, I don't want to be here. I don't want to live here anymore." And Solas in this case is like, "No, you really don't want to go where we're going." And he's like, "Anywhere's better than Onolembo." And then Souls goes, "Oh yeah, like the floating island in the sky." And then he's like, "You're crazy people." And he probably not gonna hit us up for much from now on. So, anyways, I think that is what happened on the Hateful Sun, more or less, last week.
And you all approach the war chief's very walled home. There is a rather ornate archway that is open. Two statues stand on either side of the archway. And as you approach, the statues turn to you and the voice calls out, "Do you have an appointment?"
No.
Then...
So wait, we're in here.
No, you are where you are. And it's these statues over this archway that are asking.
Hello, big stony friends.
Hello, visitor. Do you have an appointment?
I don't think we do, no.
Then what business do you have here?
I'm gonna need someone else to answer that.
First chance when he would actually be useful.
Chance can step up.
Oh god.
We are here to barter with your chief. There are things that he needs to hear. Will you let us through? The statues pause for a second. Those of you with some connection to magic may sense a flow of energy as the statues are still, and then one of them looks down and goes, "Very well. Tian will see you now." As I thought he might.
Cool. Do we just go in, or like to the left, to the right? What are we doing here?
Through the doors, and then through the doors again.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you.
Oh, what permissive gatekeepers.
You go through the main doors and enter into a small foyer area. And a little bit beyond that, straight in front of you, is a set of large stone doors. Inside is a oval table, also made out of the same stone, with a man sitting at the far end of it. Come in. I have been
Hello,
told
friend.
that you wish to barter with me. Are you going to speak? Are you going to sit?
Just gonna put a claw on the back of Chance and push him forwards.
Oh god. If I thought that
Also,
this would be me talking to myself out of
well, I could push somebody else forward, but I think Arazid might have a panic attack.
I mean,
Actually, no, I take that back. I push Arazid forwards.
the funny thing is, as a player and in character, I have no idea why we're here. So,
Same. Okay, so I guess we have information, but I'm not sure really what that is. I didn't really think this through. Oh boy. So he's gonna turn back and he's gonna go to Chance. He's like, "Is this information about like Sklod or information about like the Church of the Right? What information are we sharing?"
I push the correct person forwards.
I think it's mostly about how powerful we are and what we can do to help him out. But maybe
Okay, are you being
also
Chance right now or the other guy?
Chance.
Right.
But maybe also a little bit about us being able to take down that evil floating castle they hate.
Oh yeah. Well, I guess we can do that if that's what we're gonna do. Yeah. So
Remember, we
he
need
kind of
payments.
he kind of turns back around. He sort of, clears his throat a little bit. He goes, "So we are travelers and adventurers from, I think, the South. I'm not very good with directions, but I think the South. And we are here to help you defeat evil. And we're very, very good at that. I make a lot of shots with my bow and arrow. I have magical friends. And we can take down any evil that you would like for payment. And that's what we do."
We were planning to head to the floating castle anyway, so we might as well see if you want your job done over there.
You are heading to the castle. You have a plan?
Yep.
I
If in
mean,
doubt,
for your
throw Chance to
funerals.
Pardon?
oh, I can assure you
And
that no
out
one
of
will miss
character.
us when we're dead.
Uh,
Well, I don't think that's true.
Well, I mean, not for you, but in my case, whatever. Look, Solas kind of steps forward a bit. We are simultaneously, well, not potentially not qualified, but skilled, and also stupid enough to do sorts of things such as this. Plus, regardless of whether we have your support or not, we are going there. So,
Ah, so we do not need to pay you.
well, I mean,
If you want us done something extra over there, that takes the paying, and we wanted to see if you wanted something extra done over there.
We could certainly do with the bodies of our fallen back. There are 13 people missing in total. If you are able to get back at least one of their bodies, we will pay you. We will pay you 100 gold for every body.
Wait, is that 100 gold for everybody, or 100 gold for everybody?
100 gold for every body. Every single body.
Right.
Each.
It was a valid question.
The people that we sent there, they are valuable to us. They were some of our best warriors. And they deserve a good funeral.
that sounds like a good deal, I'd say.
You are from the south, right?
Is it that blatant?
Do you have any information about the movements of some of the armies in the south?
They're fighting each other.
Oh,
Iron City attacked Snake City and is making friends with the Beam Slave City.
yes.
Oh wait, they all have slaves.
Many of them do.
The city that makes the water.
Nagelmund is fighting Naban in a war that is fairly one-sided as of current, as far as I'm aware, at least. I've not already seen it on the front lines, but we were one of the instigators of it. Not intentionally, mind you.
Thank you for the proper names.
No problem.
This does corroborate with the information that we have received from one of our brokers.
Ooh.
Also, evil lady of city that produces the water was killed at one point and then ran through the streets naked.
Okay, that's extra context.
Is that thing unusual where you come from?
Sonny doesn't know, he hasn't been to that city much and he never wants to go again.
I mean, people coming back to life is relatively unusual, yes?
Is it though?
Yes, is it though?
I mean,
Oops.
no. Hmm. Either way, in short, we are here simultaneously to escape a problem and also to find ourselves in another. So,
As any good adventure will do.
yes, of course. In fact, there are many problems that are that are still out there and that we are in some way involved in, and we can't really deal with any of them right now because, well, admittedly, while we are highly skilled, comparatively to the average warrior and such, we do have limitations and we are still presumably mortal. So, yes, either way, it's nice to know that, well, glad we still came to your place of residence, get a deal sorted out. And this may be a bit of a stretch, but there be any in this support at all? Any some such in the way of information or transport to the local area?
How local are we talking?
North of Naglamond, as that's about as north as we've gone right now.
Ah, you are quite a bit more north than that now.
Oh, I will likely.
He spreads out a map on the table before you. It is the map that you guys first saw last week. This is here. This is where we are. And you come from this place here, yes?
Oh, where is he? Pointing.
He's pointing at Giraffes. The kind of like
Um,
vague area.
Well, I mean, in a general sense, we did originate, or at least this group did originate there, yes. Individually, not so much, but...
Yes. I wonder if any of you have ever been to Naglimond.
Love that place.
Oh boy.
Well, yes, we had
made friends there.
interactions, yes.
I've lived kind of there for a long time.
Yes, that is right. Oh. You know how I said about the fact that we sort of accidentally may have instigated a war? That is because we sort of helped a person that at one point was our friend but magically fucked off one day. Then came over to Nagelman, somehow became one of the most powerful people in the city. Then, via convoluted
Made friends
bullshit,
with us again.
In between that, we ended up helping him again and basically destroying several of the clansmen in the city, and which, during a wedding, mind you, in which a massive, giant floating meatball creature just appeared out of nowhere, he declared war on the barn. Then and there, right in the middle of a wedding that wasn't... no, it was his wedding, but... It's a long story, as you can tell. I've only skimmed over important parts. But yes, we are familiar with Nagelmund.
Ah, then you are perhaps the group that I've been hearing about from my broker.
To be fair, I'd be kind of weirded out if you hadn't heard of us. We're not known for secrecy.
You have started a war? You defeated a flesh monster at a wedding? You defeated another flesh monster inside of a mine? And you went to an old research facility.
Oh my god. Oh my god. It's Harena.
Oh,
His informer is Harena.
What? Oh, wait.
Harena and Lucy?
Oh!
I mean, who knows that we went to the research facility? Harena, who we met outside of the research facility, who was at the wedding, who we met in Naglamund.
Would you like to retcon it?
Here.
Yeah.
I'm not
would
here,
you like
but
to
I'm just
retcon
like,
it for Ollie to come along?
I just feel like she really picked up on Umoja's vibe of just like chilling, and she wants to get a feel for that. So she's just chilling, trying to figure out meditating in front of this tree. But me not being Ollie, I'm like, it's a red. Not that I think that that's pivotal to the plot or anything, but it's a Renna. I think.
Is Sunny smart enough to pick up on person with dog is the only friend they've had the conversation with to mention these things to?
There is more than one person that knows you went here.
That knows we went to the research facility?
Yes.
There can't be a lot. Who do we tell them about the research facility?
It's not a big list, I'll admit, but it's not the tiniest list either.
God, why do you guys freaking tell everybody everything?
Meanwhile, it was probably Ollie the entire time.
Yeah.
The reason we constantly tell people everything is because Sunny's Sunny. Arazid's constantly socially anxious and never knows when to say what. And Solas just kind of goes along with it because what else should he do at that point?
Yeah, I'm feeling like Solas is actually the biggest letter of cats out of bags. That Solas is like,
It's 'cause
let
he
me just
has an
explain
intense-
to you
like-
exactly why we're here.
It's
And
because-
if you're gonna
Solas
deceive
doesn't do
us,
it in a bad way.
I'm sorry,
I've seen a character do it in a bad way. I
The
was
thing
playing.
is with Solas is that he only ever clarifies things that people are, like, stumbling through to explain. Which is
Yeah.
why he's like the main.
which I think people stumble because in their mind they're trying to process what can I say, what can't I say, and Solas is like, let me just lay it all over you.
He either says nothing or everything.
Yeah.
Because like it feels like if people are trying to explain things and failing, they may as well just complete. Solas may as well just complete the sentence, because it's better to have a ally who knows what's going on than a drastically confused ally who has no idea what's happening.
Basically, hire us or curse us to retrieve booty, but don't have us be diplomats.
Especially when it's the 3 people that are present right now.
Yeah, oof.
Anyway.
I don't know.
Anyway,
Speaking of present people.
so as he would mention those things, Solas would be kind of connecting dots in his head, because he, believe it or not, he is actually quite intelligent, like second most intelligent in the party.
As far as he knows.
Shut up.
Okay, let's compare intelligence scores.
18.
Fuck.
So tied with a charisma. So,
That was not a smart suggestion, Sonny.
but yeah, he'd start connecting dots and think. Question:
Yes,
would you have a name of this individual?
of course. The name is told far throughout the lands here. The name is Crackers.
The huh?
And also Zhao Dao.
Oh, Dao.
That's an unfamiliar one.
Now I'm hungry for some Jiao Dao.
What? Zhao Dao sounds really familiar. Zhao Dao. Zhao Dao. Zhao Dao.
Quiet, voice in the sky.
Oh my god!
Quiet, voice
I
in
got
the
it.
sky.
I just got it. Okay, sorry.
Shh,
I'm
don't make me
with
mute
it
you.
now. Okay.
You can tell me, and I totally won't reveal it in character.
Look, this is what you get for sitting in a garden and pointing your orb and just not.
Mhm.
You have
Do
learned
you-
the lesson that many a guy has learnt over the centuries. It's more important to take part than sit in the garden playing with your balls.
Anyway,
It seems that some of you are a bit more familiar with this name than others. They are still staying at the tavern. Maybe you should go refresh your memory.
Well,
And
to
then
be
do we
fair,
come back here?
I'm not really well known for remembering names I haven't heard in like a good few days, so possibly have met
Sonny
them.
remembers friends, not names.
Then you probably have quite a few friends. And what was it that you were saying, little one?
Do you want us to come back here when we're done with that, or would you rather us go off into the great unknown?
I have no particular cares for you. Do not make disturbances within my city like the ones that you have done so far. At
We
least
didn't do it
assuming...
intentionally.
That is assuming, of course, that there are no hidden flesh monsters. But if there are, I will be looking at your party with some suspicion. Do you understand me?
Yeah, I
Even
do.
Sonny
I'm
has
sorry.
standards, and Sonny does not make friends with flesh monsters.
Well,
I tell you what, many of you sticking around to go and see the race tomorrow afternoon?
Oh, there's a what race?
There is a race between the rise and the fall. It will
Oh,
take
that would be
place
nice.
it will take place around the city. They will be racing on the Gembe. Yes, it seems that you are quite unfamiliar with our customs. I would recommend
Yeah.
that you stay in the city at least until you see this race. Then you will understand both us and how our economy works.
Okay. I think that's a
yeah,
good idea, guys. It's always nice to, like, if you're in a new place, to learn about the new place.
Maybe
true.
you can even have a little ride around with the winners afterwards. That is, if you do anything of value.
Do you need any role fill? Like, do you need like ushers or like you know, anything? Security? We can do security.
That is something that you would have to speak to the temple leads about.
Okay.
The leader of the Rise is a man called Califani. He dresses very ostentatiously.
What's that word mean?
Out of character, out of character. Did you name one of your character? What did you just name one of your characters?
Califani.
Okay, the 10-year-old in me is having hysterics right now.
Oh, the 10-year-old can stay inside you. Oh god. I just shouldn't have responded to that sentence, should I? There was nothing I could have said.
Yeah,
Nothing
like,
good came of this. Nothing good came of this.
I feel your pain.
And the leader of the Fall is a woman called Majin. She works at the bank.
I went there.
Oh, so you already know of her.
She was nice to me, I think. I don't know.
As sunset is approaching, the bank is probably closed by now. But the bank will also be closed tomorrow, so maybe you should try and go and get here.
Okay. Guys, I think we should do that. Where was Calfani again?
He comes and goes, like the wind. But he
Oh
has
boy.
a bedroom here in my home. But he can also be found at the tavern most evenings. Asanda is one of his, temple members.
And he is your friend.
Yes.
Okay.
I am also one of the temple members.
Oh, okay. This makes sense. This makes sense. I'm picking up what you're putting down. Sorry, I'm making notes of this. Hold on.
I do not agree with their politics all of the time, but I will admit that Asanda makes a very delicious afang.
Okay. What else can you really tell us about this particular church?
What part of it?
I mean, I get like the whole rain thing, but I don't know. I just what's the point of thinking about like the end of the world? I don't get it.
That is a good question. One that would be perhaps more suited to Amoja. They are much more the philosophical type. I am more of the walls, safety, and swords type.
Mm-hmm.
I do
I'm also a
not.
wall safety and sword type.
I do not spend a large amount of time pondering why people do these things, as long as I can stop them from doing them.
Okay. So I think we should go to the tavern and try to find both of these people, but hopefully they're not in the same place because I think that might start some sort of conflict. But if there is a conflict, we should go there and we should sort it out. Okay, guys, let's go. I think I'm ready. I think I'm good. I think I can do this.
If there is
I
a
can't remember
conflict, you
where.
need to call Osika.
I'm trying to
Okay.
think where I've heard the line. We've already had one apocalypse. Why must we have another?
We've had one apocalypse, yes, but what about second apocalypse?
What about the post-apocalypse?
I've heard the line before somewhere, and I can't remember where it is.
Post
Bugging me.
pre-apocalypse.
We've already had one apocalypse. Why must we have another?
As some of you tend to leave, led by Arazid, Inqua hangs back. I have information for you. An offer, you hear him say. As you walk out of the door, he waves you goodbye. I will catch up with you all later.
Okay, bye, Grandpa.
I'm not your grandpa.
Okay, bye, Grandpa.
Wait, which one are you calling Grandpa? Inqua or the other guy?
Inqua.
Inqua
Right.
kind of glares and lunges forward a step, and Chance shoots his hand out to stop Inqua. You go ahead. I will guard him and make sure he does not say anything too stupid.
Right, so Inqua's the grandfather, and there's Auntie Fanny in this city.
Inqua's just old and senile, so I'm like, he's Grandpa now.
And I assume with that, y'all leave the home.
Yeah.
Ollie has been examining this tree. From afar, she approaches, and she hears from round the corner between the thick roots.
Okay, Ollie is just kind of gonna look over at the person. Do they look like they're Nino or Gem or Gear?
Jam.
They look like they're Jam. Okay, they're Jamin. All right.
No, sorry,
so,
they are. They look more like a cleric.
Oh, okay, and that's more so like Nino. Okay.
Yeah.
So
I forgot about the code words for like the different people, and I thought I had a stroke. I was
Yeah.
so
Suddenly speaking Spanish.
So Ollie doesn't really want to like bug this guy, right? Because we're all just doing our dang thing here. But she's feeling like if she looks at him, she can get a clue as to what to be doing. So she's gonna find a spot near the roots that's not too far, and then she's gonna like sit and cross her legs and try to match like his and she's just like gonna do that whole trying to not think about stuff. Like she's heard of meditating, right? So she's just gonna like do like
Okay.
the and like I don't know, see what happens. See if any like great revelation about like who she is, her past, her future, whatever comes crashing down upon her, or maybe it's just gonna be boring as hell. Yeah.
Roll a religion check, please.
Ooh,
Nat 20, nat 20, nat 20.
that's what I'm fucking hoping for. Oh, you know it.
Oof.
Ooh. I'm getting closer. I'm getting closer.
After a little while of you trying to match what this other figure is doing, you hear him pipe up, no, 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 it's Om.
Oh, pardon me. New to this.
Yes, that's it. Om.
Um, can I roll again with advantage? Can I roll again?
You are not from around here, are you?
You could tell by the way I
No, I can tell from your smell.
You can
And
tell
the
from
way
my
you
smell. Hmm. Is
No,
my
it's
smell bad?
Om.
Oh, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. You can tell from the way I smell. That's gonna fill my mind. Um, is it a bad smell? I've been traveling for a while, you know.
You smell like copper.
Well, that doesn't make any sense, but you smell like you smell what does that smell? It's kind of fresh, kind of like but like also a little sweaty. You know, long day, I'm assuming. It smells like you've had a bath recently. Oh, yeah, you smell fine.
I bathe every
Fine for a
single
person.
morning in the petals of daffodils and clean myself with moss water.
Oh, that sounds lovely. That explains the fresh. That explains the fresh. Um, hmm. Wow. Are you a member of one of the churches?
No, I am a Moja's apprentice.
Oh,
I am called Oncarabil.
on Caribou.
And you?
Oh, I am Ollie, apprentice to none but myself. And my last name is Gunnell. I'm Ollie of the Gunnels.
I see. What is a last name?
Oh, it's a name that ties you to your family.
You
Yeah,
have
so
that
everyone.
kind of I'm confused. Why would you need
Oh,
being tied to your family? Your family is your settlement.
oh, well, I guess I'm from the South, and your family is the people you come from. So, you know, your father and your mother and the siblings that you have, and their fathers and mothers and their siblings.
Very few of us here in Onalembo know who our parents are. We are raised by the city.
Oh, that's so. Were you raised by Umoja? Who raised you?
Yes, it was Umoja and his last apprentice.
Hmm. What happened to the last apprentice?
They went on a trip to that floating death palace.
Hmm.
You can guess what happened next.
I guess I can.
Because we
Why
do
would
not
he go
know.
up there? Or why would they go up there?
It was part of the latest warband to attempt
Warband.
to understand the volcano.
Hmm. It's strange to have a volcano in the sky.
Indeed, that is why we wanted to understand it. But
Hmm.
now we have no further understanding and we are down a parent, a friend, a family member.
Would you ever go up there?
They say that all of us will go up there when we die,
Hmm.
but some of us apparently choose to go there to die. It is not a fate I would choose upon myself.
Hmm. Emoja seems quite old. Has he told you the stories?
Many of the stories, of course. I am his apprentice. What do you think I am here for?
Oh, I was just wondering, what kind of stories do you know from the lands I come from the south?
I have heard several recent ones and some very old ones. They say that you do not have crystal power there.
No, but we do have some crystals. Ollie's gonna open up her bag and pull out a handful of crystals that she harvested from the lab. Spooky magic room lab.
It has been told to me that Rajat has been spotted again.
Ah, Rajat. And you know of Rajat?
He is my master. My other master.
Oof.
Oh. How does that work?
Well, I have the master that I learn my future career from, and then I have the master that I learn my morals from.
And Rajat taught you your morals?
Indeed.
Mm-hmm. Side note, never take bread from this man.
That's Farkloon.
That is Farkloon, but he was also Rajat's apprentice. I think we can all remember.
And it's got that double vowel. Can't
Yeah.
trust a double voweler.
Oh, oh, that's how you spell uncarabil. I wrote on terrible.
Wow, I wonder what country you're from.
But he doesn't have a double vowel. Woo! Okay. Not that that means he's completely, just a good. Well, and well, I have some information concerning Rajat that I think you should know.
Tell me, please.
I'm sorry to say, but he's been killed.
You get the sense that Uncarabil is glad that he was sitting down. He looks at you with a pale face. Dead?
Yes, killed by the god sorcerer Sklad.
I see. Thank you for bringing this news to me. I wondered why I had not been given a letter with him.
Were you receiving letters frequently?
Whenever one of the agents arrived in Onalembo.
Rajat, he was difficult for my friends and I to find. He was beneath the city of Geras, providing water.
Yes, I did hear about that.
Do you know how long he had been the water supply for the city?
Much, much longer than I was alive for.
And how did you learn your morals from him if he was, well, giving himself over to plumbing?
He has agents. He did something magic by himself. I think he called it astral projection.
Oh, that's really interesting. What kind of teachings on morals did Rajat give you?
There was a lot about the proper preservation of history, the understanding of where we have come from.
That's important.
He did tell me
Otherwise,
many stories about the pre-apocalyptic time.
the green times.
Yes. I will admit that the grass here seems very paltry in comparison to the stories that Rajat told.
That paltry is a start.
If one thing I have learned is this: do not get into a massive war, and do not think that you can use the sun as your power source.
I would say that you took away a very good lesson from Rajad's teaching.
And if you do both of those things, make sure that you do not centralize your power generation to a single source. If that source goes down, your empire does too.
Yes.
And then you get, and he gestures vaguely around.
Yes. Yes, then you get all of this.
Oh, I think I need to compose a dirge.
Compose a dirge? Oh, like a sad song. like
A very sad song. A very sad loss.
Yes.
If you will excuse me.
I'll continue practicing the meditating. Thank you for helping me with my om.
But perhaps a little quieter now.
Okay.
I need to concentrate.
Okay.
Alright. And the rest of the party.
I guess we kind of come around. We kind of come around the corner.
Yeah, grab Ollie before Ollie does an Ollie.
Arazid's gonna come up here and be like, "Hi."
Shh. He's writing a dirge. Explain. We gonna get out of here, guys?
Yeah, what's a dirge?
I think it's a sad song. Anyways, we should mosey. And I'm gonna wave goodbye to on Carabill. So, how did it work? Because he's concentrating. God, I think we're fine now.
You see a winged figure standing at the edge of the fountain.
She is so cute. I am in love.
Washing her wings.
Oh, she is so cute. Oh.
So, Aarakocra?
Who are you?
A bird bath. Hi, we are a party of travelers from the south. Who are you? What are you? And why are you so? Oh my gosh, I'm sorry. I'm Ollie.
I am Osika. Nice to meet you.
Oh, Sika, the people's people, the leader, oh God, what are you? I've heard of you. You're the social chief.
The social chief.
Yes, that is me.
Oh, it's lovely to meet you. You're probably too busy to talk to travelers from the south such as us.
Talking to people is what my job is. I need to know who everyone is.
Oh, okay. Well, I'm Ollie Gunnell. Pleased to meet you. And I go out to shake her taloned hand, I'm assuming. The feathery feathers.
Well, if it's introduction time.
Oh, nice to meet you.
Hi, I'm Sunny, Nice Reptile Noble Traveller.
Oh,
This is important person, so they get full name.
Grand Warrior. It is pleased to meet you.
Sunny is now considering name change.
Or addition, like a gnome.
Yeah, just
Grand Warrior.
By the end of the campaign, his name's going to be an epic poem.
I've actually already halved it. It used to be longer.
Oh lordy. And who are you, short one?
Hi, my name is Arazid. I'm Arazid. Yeah, I didn't do that.
I am Osika.
You are really cool looking. Sorry if that's weird to say.
Oh, it is nice to get the compliments for a change. Oh.
Do people not normally compliment you?
They normally complain at me. It is all,
Oh.
who is responsible? Who can I talk to? Who are you helping? Who? Who? Who?
Mm,
He's so cute, sorry. He's so
so cute. Oh, well, if you want to take the weight of the world off of your winged shoulders for a little while, well, we were just about to head to, I guess, a tavern for the night. Maybe you could join us for a cup of grog.
Oh. As appealing as that is, I cannot step foot inside the tavern. Oh.
Oh, no? Oh.
I cannot be seen to be taking sides.
Oh, yes. Yep. You know what? That makes sense. That makes sense. You have to be impartial, don't you?
Otherwise, people will be asking me, who did you go and see last night? Who will you be talking to now?
Well, I mean, don't you have to talk to everybody? I mean, you need time and space to do that.
Yes, but you cannot offend anyone, not in my position. Oh.
Interesting. Even because as far as I understand the social classes, we don't fall under any jurisdiction within the city. We're just gear coming through.
Yes, but Asanda is.
Oh, yes, yes, Asanda. I'd imagine that Asanda is Nino, and that probably makes is it hard to maintain relations between the Nino and the Jam?
Not really. The Nino
No.
just whip the Jean when they are
Oh.
bad. It is
Mm-hmm.
Okay,
very
other than
rude.
the whipping thing, this bird sounds like they need a hug.
It is. As an outsider who doesn't quite understand the culture here, that does seem not great. I've been whipped before, didn't like it one bit.
Me either. Oh.
Hmm.
But it is less about the caste. It is
Huh.
more about the religion.
Oh, yes, yes. A friend of mine, just recently met her. She mentioned something to me about there being these different religions here within the city. Oh God, the lift and the drop, the summit and the valley,
The rise and the fall.
that's it. Yes, the rise and the fall. Thank you.
I don't think that you have been told this yet by anyone else. Oh. But you should be careful with that word. Both groups consider themselves to be the rise. Oh.
Both consider themselves to be the rise. Oh gosh.
It makes
Oh,
it quite confusing to know who is who.
yes, very much so. No. Um. Well, I was wondering if that's the main purview of your work. Could you maybe inform us a little on the history of these two church groups? You don't have to now. Maybe we could meet up with you tomorrow. Maybe after the race. Oh wait, I don't know about that. Sometime tomorrow.
Cool. Cool. Why don't you
Cool.
go and find me before the race? Oh, I will be on the
Oh.
walls watching things get set up.
Oh, there's a race tomorrow. Oh yeah, for sure. That'd be lovely.
You are the one who
Is it?
suggested it. Ooh.
Oh God, but I didn't know about the races, and I forgot that I didn't know about the races.
I will say that I
Somebody
informed
would have
you
mentioned
very
it.
quickly about the race.
Yeah, I just assumed that one of the other party members would have filled you in.
Okay, great. Oh yeah, that would be lovely.
Very well. Oh.
Well, you have a great night. It was lovely to meet you.
It was lovely
Hey,
to
friend.
meet you too. Oh, oh. Stay safe.
I'll try. Wink and handguns.
Osika opens up her wings and gently glides away back to her home.
It was so cool. Oh my gosh. Cool.
Yes, they were really cool.
All right, well,
You guys head to the tavern.
it's taverna.
Yes, we must plot how to burn down the city that enslaved the light goddess. I'd forgotten about the crystals. We missing someone?
Mm-hmm.
Yes, because I did a control C before you guys reunited with.
Oh man, there's like little that I love more than a black room in the corner.
Yeah, it's just the murder closet. Don't it? Just ignore it.
Exactly. Vola?
Oh god.
Right, which is the person we've met before?
Well, this looks
All of them.
nice.
We'll
Oh.
get none of them.
In front of the fire, that takes up the majority of the center of the room, are two figures. One is very ostentatiously dressed. The other looks a little bit more reserved, though you do also
One
get
has
the
an
sense
afro.
most people would look reserved in comparison to this other figure. The top one is tending to various small pots dotted in and around the fire. The other one is kind of milling around and talking about how good the race is going to be tomorrow when you walk in the door. Ugh. And who have we here to ruin my evening?
Hello, friends.
Now, Calfani. You must not talk to customers that way, or I will not let you in here anymore.
Huh?
The last sentence was spoken by this guy.
To
To the
Sunny.
one who first spoke to you.
Oh.
Who
How
was
funny.
yes.
So we've got some guy with an afro, some old grouch, some. Well, she's just hot, and some she's hot, but she's clearly into.
What
Give
is
me a
it?
sec.
Hamlet?
Yes, thank you. She's into Hamlet, so I've just lost all interest.
More for me.
Oh my gosh, the guy with the bloody sword and the afro. Into it.
The older man, who has a lot of jewelry, woven into his beard and his dreadlocks, looks up at all of you with a big beaming smile. Welcome, welcome. My name is Asanda. Welcome to my tavern.
Hello, Asanda. Pleasure to meet you. Can I take a seat over there?
You may take a seat wherever you desire, except in the fire.
Oh.
Oh, that's cute.
Thank you. So, of the empty table, the table with the meat and berries, and the table with the loaf.
Free bread, guys. Free bread.
Now, can I get any of you something to eat? Something to drink, perhaps? I have just finished brewing up some more nabith.
Danny has no idea what that is. Danny will take one.
Very well, very well.
Where is Chance?
He stayed behind with Inqua.
Oh, okay. Well, Chance was my whole money making venture, so I don't think I'm getting anything.
I can buy you things. Isn't that what fiancés do?
Oh my gosh, you sweet honey bun. Oh, I wish I was how much was for you right now.
Oh my gosh,
Huh?
you sweet
Just gonna
honey bun.
we're just gonna throw a wink at Arazid and just grab his hand on the table, like, you can buy me whatever you want, sweetie.
Asanda comes back up to your table with 4 clay cups and a large clay jug, which has a very strong spirit inside of it. This is Abby's.
Well, Sonny's going to do the second thing he does when he's around alcohol. Down the hatch.
No magic hoy today.
That's the first thing he does, but this particular occasion,
He wants
nothing
to
bad
try
happened the last time he drank weird alcohol.
it. Fair. It has a vaguely sweet taste to it. It's also quite earthy. And is clearly made of some form of fruit liqueur, you would say.
You know what? It's weird, but this smells a little bit like that guy I just met, the cleric priest guy on Carabil. Maybe he was actually just drunk.
I think I can see why you would think that. The dates.
If you consume enough spirits, you get to commune with them.
But the dates that are used to make this spirit come from his farming area.
Oh, okay. Oh, thank you so much for that extra information. Asanda, we hear that you are the shipmaker around these. Oh no, it's Crosstail. Sorry. We hear that there are races going on in the morning. Will you be taking part?
The races will be going on in the afternoon.
Oh, in the afternoon.
And I do not take part, but I will be making food for the occasion.
Oh, wonderful. Would you need any help cooking? I'm pretty good in the kitchen.
You can help me roll the dough for the amaba.
Sounds fun.
Here. Over here. And he crouches down back on the floor next to the fire. There is like a set of shelves to the side here, and he selects out a big bowl here. This has already been proofing for some time. You just need to roll it out and knead it. Essentially, lengthen, fold, turn around, lengthen, fold, turn around. Do you understand?
Yeah. So Ollie's going to take a pile of the dough, lengthen, fold, turn around, lengthen, fold, turn around.
Roll a sleight of hand check, please.
Oh, I'm so slight of my hands.
Despite never having done this kind of work before, Asanda's gentle tutelage helps you to knead the sticky dough quite well. He looks down at your work and seems impressed. As he opens his mouth up to speak, a pair of footsteps come from up the stairs, and a door is opened. A pair of familiar figures step through. I should say one, with another figure resting on his shoulders. No way.
Shadow.
No way. What the hell are you all doing here?
Pardon?
What? Is that,
Long
Shadow?
story.
What are you?
He's
You
like-
left at the purple lightning thing.
Wait, where have we seen him before?
The research facility to the west of Naglamund. Purple lightning, remember? We were like fighting that lightning dude outside the research facility, and then Jiao Dao was like, peace.
Yeah,
Actually, this is
He was
Not
like, "Oh
really.
no, I have been called away on other things."
yeah.
AKA the player recovered from COVID.
Oh. But yeah, this is Crow Sassin.
Zhao Dao, as his real name is, and his pet crow Crackers.
Yeah.
I do not believe
That's
that
why
you
you
are
were
all here.
posting crow things all over the place.
Oh my gosh, you didn't get it after the baby
Unslike.
crow gifts?
Yeah, I just posted mine because everyone else was.
Oh my gosh, really?
Really?
The perks of note taking, you know? It's like, Zhao Dao, Zhao Dao, Zhao Dao. I got it. Yeah, okay, cool. Hey, oh, Zhao Dao, we hear you've been talking about us.
Yes. Look, it is money.
Oh, certainly. But maybe you wouldn't mind spending some of that money you've made off of us on buying us some dinner?
Why not? Why not? You should try the vegetable stew that Asanda makes. It's quite delicious.
You know, after learning how Asanda makes bread, I'm pretty sure everything here is going to be absolutely scrumptious.
Okay, let me just have a little sit. Well, I must admit I'm quite surprised to see all of you.
There are 2 skulls in this room. That is twice the number of skulls that would be comfortable.
That
Mhm.
is a sideways urn here.
Oh.
Oh, okay, we're back to the normal number of skulls to make a room uncomfortable. I can't unsee skull. It's I've forgotten the name of the person that makes the pictures of the stairs.
Well, you boys catch up while I help Asanda with this bread over here.
Escher. It's like an Escher picture.
You're an Escher
No.
picture.
It's like an urn, but it's a skull. But it's an urn, but it's a skull.
So more like Dali.
Yeah, why am I thinking Rorschach or like
Escher is the guy who does like all of the staircases that like fold in on themselves and like go into weird dimensions.
Oh,
But
cool.
Salvador Dali is more known for like, here's a thing, but it's actually also another thing made out of lots of other things. And I think like Picasso did that too.
Yeah, Escher also did the pictures that you start with one thing and then you work down the list and it
Ah.
turns into another.
Is he the one that like made the face out of all the fruits? Because that's what I'm mostly
I
thinking
have
of.
no idea.
But anyway, yeah, I was goofed off in art class.
I just had a book of his when I was young because I found it fascinating. He's the guy that does the 2 hands that are both drawing each other.
Oh yeah, that's pretty cool.
Where were we? Right, skull urn.
Well, I guess we should all catch up and say hi.
Yeah.
I
And he also has more pets on his back now.
I
yeah.
see that.
I keep forgetting there's a cat up there. I've been trying to remember to feed it. It's why the
Meow.
rations keep going down. Though I did also pick up an entire thing of cat food. Which is probably, I need to knock that down a bit.
It'd be funny if it was like the truth-telling mystery meat, and this cat just has so much truth it needs to spill about like living
But no one
with
understands the language
Easthorn.
that the cat is
And
speaking.
nobody, yeah.
Like, imagine if like Jesus were real and was reincarnated into like an animal and no one understood.
Oh my gosh, it'd be a dolphin. He's that one dolphin that's always rescuing swimmers from sharks. And he's like, just a little bit here and there.
Like in Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy, where the
Oh, yeah, thanks for all the
dolphins,
fish.
yeah, suddenly become like
Yeah.
super sentient.
Yeah.
Mm. I don't know. I figure Jesus would probably come back as a cat and just be like, "Well, I tried to help you once before. Fuck you all! I'm gonna rest in the sun."
And now you take care of me. You go out and catch the fish for me to eat. No.
Tell you what, you catch me one fish, and I will turn it into 5.
Kittens.
And then I will have all of the fish. Anyway, sorry. I'm struggling today, man. I'm so tired.
You know what? That's a cute idea though. Like Jesus coming back as like a household cat and just like not sure what to do, and then
It
they buy
worked
a
for the
goldfish,
Egyptians.
and then he keeps multiplying the goldfish just to try to like, come on, are you guys picking up what I'm laying down here?
New idea for a short story.
And the super agnostic pet owner is like, what the fuck? And then they just end up opening a pet store where they're overrun with goldfish constantly because of their
No.
cat.
It turns out that they thought that the cat was Jesus, but the cat was actually just sneaking into a local pond.
Just an expert.
Oh, so a really religious owner is like, "Oh my god, my cat is Jesus."
Oh man, and then they open up like a pet store on like the basis of it like being like Jesus fish. Pardon me.
Turns out Jesus was the goldfish in the original pond that kept multiplying the other fish.
Ooh, unexpected. The cat is actually Satan.
Yeah, that sounds more believable for a cat. Yeah. What do you guys do?
I'm rolling bread.
Yeah.
I'm making friends.
Sunny is getting drunk.
I am going to get out my whiteboard, my board, and my chalk and start,
Your little chalk.
Yeah, and your sock.
Wait, yeah, why sock?
That's where he
I
keeps
guess my
his chalk.
pencil or whatever I use to write and start practicing my writing.
Ah. I mean,
Actually,
probably
yeah,
not a
no,
sock. But you know.
Actually, yeah,
Yep.
so, Sunny has a better idea. Sunny is going to put the alcohol here.
Okay.
And
It should have happened.
Say it. Say it. Say the thing.
Magic, 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 hoi, magic, magic, hoi, magic,
Woo!
magic, magic, hoi.
In your dancing, one of the figures approaches you. You are performing quite excellently.
Magic, magic, magic. Thank you, hoi.
May I sit? Thank you.
It would be the one with the skull. The other one's engaged.
Now, where is it that you all come from? As you are certainly not performing on behalf of the churches.
away, around, not here, not here.
I mean, I could tell that you are not from here. That is why I asked where you are from.
South.
This is somewhere where you are not raised to talk to strangers, I take it.
Oh, I just have had a bad string of luck with strangers, and yeah.
Well, let's just say when you do the line of work we do, it's hard to trust random people. I do appreciate the curiosity.
Well, far be it from me to tell you what you all can and cannot do. That would be the purview of my mistress. And of course, the great flood that we prevent from arriving and destroying this fair city. That is what ultimately rules over us all. I hope you realize that. There is no lies from the flood.
So you're you're the not the leader, but a member of the Church of the Rise, right? It's the Rise.
Yes.
Right.
My name is Kadir.
Oh.
I will be
Okay, I
racing.
spelled that completely wrong. I said,
Yeah, me too.
I will
I
be
said
racing tomorrow.
Khatbil.
I hope that you will all come and appreciate our efforts.
Yeah, I don't know if we'll be sticking around long enough for that to happen, but I'm sure people in this city appreciate what you do.
Very well. Well, maybe we shall win you all over tomorrow instead, with the might of our racing.
Magic, magic, magic. Sounds fun. Hoi.
Okay, Ollie is rolling the bread and she sees this creepy skull carrying B word hitting up on her man, and she's like, Asanda, a moment, please. Just gonna make her boobs a little bit bigger to intimidate and go,
Hey,
hi, honey. And then I'm just gonna tap her on the shoulder. Oh, pardon me. It appears that you have taken my seat next to my fiance.
You know that jealousy is one of the many sins frowned upon by the flood.
Isn't it, though? Well, why don't you just move back so I can abolish myself of this?
It is not up to me to help you with your issues. It is your fault for assuming my intention, and for acting upon it. Both are things that would be punished in the floods. Trust me, I have no interest in this or any man like that.
If wood is covered in water, does that mean sunlight can't reach ground?
Well, everybody has their own preferences, and my preference would be for you to take a step back and go back to whatever table you come from and finish your grog. And we'll see when the flood comes who the better swimmer is, okay? All right, yeah.
Swim. In whole breath.
Kadia looks to Arazid. Would you like to assert your own desire, or does this one talk for you?
yeah, no, I'm perfectly fine with her talking for me. That's fine.
Fine. I can see that my time here has been wasted. Not
I'm
only
sorry,
are
I
you
didn't want it.
not only are you all closed of mind, but you are also closed of heart.
No, you know what?
If
My
Sunny's
heart's
mind
full
was
up.
not closed in brain, Sunny would be dead.
Asanda, thank you. I will see you later. Kaufani! I will be destroying you on the battlefield tomorrow.
Great, wonderful. Cheers. What a
And she just
fucking
walks out
weirdo.
of the door without
Oh my
paying
gosh.
another attention to you.
So Ollie
Arazid.
just made one of the religious leaders the group enemy of the group. Wonderful.
Through
Arazid,
jealousy
do
for a
not.
man that isn't even hers.
If you look on the little board that Arazid is writing on, he has written this down.
Aw.
He's written this down.
Arazid, you gotta stop talking to crazy women.
Other
I
crazy
mean,
women.
I talk to you every day.
You gotta limit these things. Like you.
Oh, do you want some suntan lotion for that burn?
That was quite the burn. But gosh, it's just you gotta limit. You know, like one crazy woman a day, please. I beg of you, for your own safety. Do you know what that lady was
Anyone
holding?
ever again?
A skull. A skull. Oh my gosh.
I don't
Anyways,
know, she
okay.
seemed nice enough. I mean, she was a little in my space, but it was
was-
okay.
She was aggressive. She was aggressive, and trust me, I know aggressive. Being aggressive myself, and that was too much for me. Okay, anyways, I'm learning how to roll some bread, and I'm actually pretty good at it. So maybe I can make us some gold that way. Zhao Dao, lovely to see you, of course. Everybody else, look out for Arazid, one crazy woman be coming up in his
You want me
space.
to put my
Thank you.
bag in your seat so no other person takes it?
You know what? Yes, thank you.
Okay,
It's
I'm
very
just gonna
thoughtful.
drop his bag in the seat.
Ollie's gonna down her cup of grog and her cup of Athens or whatever that was, and she's gonna go back. Oh, sorry about that. You know, have to make
Technical
sure
question.
everything's all right at home.
Technical question. Has Sunny made fruit juice yet?
Yes,
Oh.
he has himself quite the date juice.
Oh wow, that's
the
just gonna go
alcohol
straight
is
from the system, isn't it?
made out of dates, yeah. And it is spelt
Oh my god! Why do I even try to spell things?
Is that the name of the alcohol?
yeah.
No,
I thought it was called Happy. I'm not gonna lie.
It is pronounced Nabith.
Nabid.
Yeah, it starts
Nabid.
nabby, but afterwards you're all happy.
Can't argue with that.
Arizid's actually gonna get up and start trying to maybe talk to these people in the corner because maybe they'll be nicer than the Church of the Fall, which he called the Church of the Rise because that's what nice owl lady, that name I have on my notes. Osenka?
Osaka.
Osaka.
Asuka was like, hey, call them both the Church of the Rise
Same
to
word.
not offend them. But now he's gonna go over here and he's gonna just, hi.
Hey, little one, how's it hanging?
Oh god, now he's getting hit.
I wasn't expecting that. Sorry, Lola. I'm not hanging. That would be, I think, bad.
What's the word, baby bird?
Oh, there was a bird outside, but I'm not. I'm confused.
This guy is meeting the best possible party member he possibly could. Hey, what's the out of context? Takes literally.
I mean,
Is this just how people talk up here? I'm confused.
what is up?
He
Not
looks
if
over
he's
the
a gnome.
stone.
I didn't actually hear what Dewey said, but I can assume.
Sorry.
He looks up at the ceiling.
Yep, there it is. You can hear this individual lean to the woman next to him. They are a bit concussed, aren't they? I mean, how are you?
Oh, okay. I'm doing okay. Do you know who that lady was that just left?
One of our many rivals. This one's blood sister.
Oh, that must be really awkward at family parties. I'm sorry.
It is and it isn't. We mostly just get into arguments in the form of poetry. Anything else risks getting that fucking pigeon involved.
Rap battles.
Epic rap battles of history. The rise versus the fall. Well, I like Wasika. I think she's doing her best. I just think she wants to keep the peace, and maybe that's something that should be valued right now. A lot of wars are going on, and maybe a civil one isn't the next best step.
This woman slams her hand down upon the table. She is keeping a bullshit peace. Kalfani turns to her and goes, Come now, Shamir. My friend Shamir here, she is very angry at the way in which the world works. She is young. She does not yet understand that sometimes people should have the illusion of choice.
I think so too. I think choice is very important.
Would you like to sit
Yeah, I'll sit.
on a stool at the same table as us?
No, I got that
Perhaps-
part. I'm sorry. I didn't understand your slang. I would like to sit at the same table on a stool as you.
Ah, goods.
Maybe you could teach me some of these words so I don't sound like a complete fool going around town.
What words would you like to be defined?
So I know that what is up means how are you.
Ah,
I forget the other thing you said, but it was really confusing. Something about a cat?
essentially,
Sonny has cat.
if you approach someone and they say something to you that sounds a bit like a question but isn't really a question, they're probably just asking how you are.
Oh, okay. I'm from a town called Naglamund, and I lived in a cave with all of my family members, so I'm very
sorry.
insulated from new words.
So you are very new here.
Yeah,
Tell me,
I'm here with my friends, and then he points over there, and I have other friends, but they're not here right now. They're coming though soon.
have you had some nabis?
No, I'm scared of it.
Oh, it's not that bad. Here, try a little. He pours some out and puts it next to Arazid.
It takes a sippy.
It's like it's like molasses, but like liquid. And there's like a slight tang to it. It's really good.
It does a gulpy. It's no longer a sippy.
Kalfani smiles down at you over the rim of your cup. You have a slight mustache there, my friends. Do not
It has
worry.
never felt so validated in his entire life. And then he realizes it's about the drink. And he's like, oh.
No, I mean
he,
on top of that mustache.
And then he, wipes his face with his arm.
He is
And he's like-
noticing that as he wipes, he can actually feel a couple of bristles moving around on his top lip.
And he's just like, what? He kind of jumps.
Too bad Sunny sold the friend multiplier.
But no, he sold the unnecessary friend multiplier. He still has the friend multiplier.
Oh,
I thought
okay.
you guys left part of it way behind.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Sonny's
with the
front
druid.
did the four
The
mirrors.
druid Fabon.
One got left with the druid, one got
Mm.
sold recently, and the other two are still in his back.
Right.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, we've bumped into a lot of mirrors in this game.
Ah, yeah.
And Sonny's
that's true.
collected them all.
Yeah, it doesn't surprise me. But it has been a while since Arazid looked in a mirror. And at this point, he honestly struggles to remember most of what he looks like.
Cute as hell.
Well, can you just give me 1 second? I'm gonna excuse myself. I'll be right back. And then he just kind of gets up and he darts up there.
Sunny
goes,
has
"Sunny?"
just about finished his magic hoying.
Sunny, I need to, Sunny, I need to see the thing that shows me the thing.
Friend multiplier. Gets out one of them. Gets out the other one. Hasn't used them in a while.
Points at the fire. The room is glowing.
Yeah, he's going to multiply the friends and the fire. And the light.
Arazid's face is definitely more weather-worn than when he last saw it. It looks like kind of patchy and dark, like dirty in places. But when Arazid goes to like rub it off his face, he realizes that it is more burgeoning bristles.
So he has somehow grown a perfect gnome mustache by accident.
The beginnings of.
Yo! Okay. He is so excited. He is just like so excited. He's just like spinning around the room. He is experiencing as what we call in the biz gender euphoria.
This is like that time when Arazid accidentally drank like a big cup of coffee inside Sielba's research area.
Yeah. Yeah.
I have no idea what the hell that word means.
Coffee?
All I know for certain is that somebody apparently needs to learn how to shave. I pity you.
So, Kalfani and Shamia are just kind of watching you go like yippee yahoo woohoo all around.
And the cave really did a number on him. Okay.
This is news for you, friend.
I mean, yeah, I don't normally see my face. And before that I had kind of like a little bear baby face. And wowie. I guess I have aged since I've started adventuring.
Congratulations on the age. Now, maybe drink some more nabit. It will put hair on your chest.
I get hair there too? Oh my goodness, this is such a day.
You may rip your shirt open and like feel around on your chest for hair if you desire, but there is none to be found currently.
Arazid has found new friends. He's not leaving his old friends, obviously, but he has found new friends, and he's going to ask new friends about their religion because they aren't weird and holding a skull and creepy and also slightly attractive. Well, they are attractive,
they're
but not in a
just slightly
scary way.
attractive. What do you want to know?
They're attractive, but not in the intimidating, scary way.
I am the leader of my cult, they will call it. Belief, I will call it.
And it's also the Church of the Rye?
Yes, we are the Rise. We are the ones that will help rise this society out of the ignorance and puritanical bullshit that we have trapped ourselves in.
And so, how? That's the question, really.
Well, they say that if we sin an appropriate amount, that eventually the gods, whomever they may be, will send a great flood down upon us. But we ask, is a flood a bad thing? Have you looked outside? We could do with the flood.
How long is the flood?
No one knows.
Oh boy. I The thing is, I don't really want a flood, but I also don't want people telling me if you don't do things exactly as we say, then there's going to be a flood and it's going to be your fault. Like, that makes me feel sad.
Yes, we mostly believe that no matter what your belief system is, people shouldn't tell you how to live your life, and especially should not use the fear of possible future suffering to keep you in place. I think that it is abhorrent that people would do this.
I do too. I think that's kind of mean, actually.
It is quite mean.
Sorry, I don't have
Ultimately,
a very advanced vocabulary. When things are mean, I just say they're mean.
sometimes mean is the best word. And sometimes a large vocabulary does not mean that someone has a large brain.
Well, I think this is good information to have because I feel like I did not really know much about religion coming into this, and I don't know a lot about your guys' religions, but now I at least know that I'm not weird for thinking that it's weird to use fear to keep people in line.
There are many in our church that do not believe in the concept of the flood at all, but they still believe that it is wrong to tell other people how to live their lives. We accept all types inside the Church of the Rise. But the others, they are determined to drag us back in and make us all fall down before we even begin. They want to conserve something that we never had to begin with.
I think this is something that you should explain to the rest of my group. We like having friends, especially Sunny. I think it'd be great if you came, or we came over here, or you came over there, and we can all talk together.
We will come over with you.
Okay, yay, yahoo!
The pair of them get up, and Shamir is like, "Look, if you're going to talk more politics, I'm going to go and have a rest." And the two have a very passionate embrace at the door before the lady walks off.
Yeah, she's definitely the better of the two.
Sorry, this seat is reserved for my I almost said wife, but not yet, fiance.
Oh, Asanda, it seems like we've run out of dough.
Yes, and yet we need it. Isn't that surprising?
We need it or we need it? K or an N?
Yes.
Should I go get some more from the back room?
Why would you go to the back room? It is all there on the shelves. He gestures
Oh,
to the
okay.
shelves.
Oh, sorry. You know what? I didn't even notice those back there. I'm a little bit preoccupied. It seems like my fiance is making more friends again.
Well, why don't you go over and sit with your fiance?
Okay,
You will
that was
learn
what I was
much.
really angling for, and thank you for understanding. And thank you for teaching me this. This has been amazing.
Look, just next time, please say what is on your mind. I find the guessing work of women to be very tiring.
Okay, all right.
How to lose the friendship of your NPC in 3, 2, 1.
Whoop. Yeah, gonna help that guy need never.
Yeah. Just be thankful he wasn't saying woman's work. That's my impression of the
He's only a
misogynist.
little bit misogynistic.
Yeah,
If you're
little,
if you're a
just enough.
misogynist, you best be
I find
dodging
those
my
comments
fist.
slanderous against mankind.
Totally. Now, as Kalfani sits down, he says, "It appears that you are all looking for a little lesson on religion."
Then he has religion.
Oh, congratulations.
Then he just wonders why you imprison Light Lady.
I have done no such thing.
Town keeps capturing Light. That feels weird.
Well, they do say that long ago a great dragon came from out of the sky and made the crystals form. So maybe you could say that the sunlight is a gift, freely given. And we have been bestowed with the power to harness it.
Sunny sees no reason why I shouldn't believe this.
This guy's got such a high charisma, he doesn't even need to roll persuasions. Y'all are just like, okay.
He's talking about stories of people coming from the sky and giving light. I mean,
It's
Sunny
quite
has
up
literally
Sunny's alley.
experienced that. Nobody could possibly lie about that sort of thing.
Tell me, Arazid, what is it
Yeah.
that you all desire to know?
Well, I want to know about the race tomorrow, first of all. I mean, do you guys just like have little, I guess, dick measuring contests like this in order to see who's the best religion? How does this make your religion better than another religion?
I mean, in a way, yes, we do. It was dick measuring contests or constant fighting and civil wars.
Oh yeah, I'll take the measurements.
Yes, me too. And, well, let me just say, it is worth turning up tomorrow.
Do you guys get mad if you lose or win, or do you get mad if the other team wins? Like what?
Well, yes.
What's the consequence of the competition?
Well, it makes one religion look weaker, whichever one did not succeed, but then there are many other opportunities to win. It's not just racing, we often stage plays against one another, we compete in building and cookery competitions. It is why Asanda is such a valuable member of our group.
And that's your friend that was just here?
Asanda, you are drinking his
Alessandra is the
nabit.
person that's right over there. I've learned a lot of names today. I've learned Osika, I've learned Asada, I've learned Kalfani, that's you. I've learned Crosstail, I've learned so many names today. It's all
Kalfani
blurring together.
rests a very gentle fatherly hand upon your shoulder. It is okay. You are very new here. It is understandable.
Yeah, I guess so. Hi, I just okay. So competitions are there to keep engagement high within each faction and also to comparatively test the strengths and weaknesses of each faction. But I also think it might be good for community engagement. I think this is a great way to bring a community together, even if you guys don't like each other.
Agreed. It has certainly done wonders to bring the community together, more so than apparently the dozens and dozens of years of proselytizing that we tried to do beforehand.
How does one like join a church? I just want to. I want to participate in fun community events.
Meet me outside the walls of the city just after sunrise tomorrow, and I will show you how you can join.
Okay.
Well,
Arazid's just going to get himself into a cult.
if there's nothing else, I should probably get a nice sleep then.
Okay, yay! I'll do the same after I finish up here.
And he walks out of the door. He waves goodbye to Asanda. Thank you once again for the delicious meal. And he heads out. Xiao Dao looks over all of you guys. You do realize that they are liars, don't you?
What?
Both of the churches, none of them believe anything they're saying. It's all just a distraction method.
From what?
If
The
people
flood?
are too busy fighting against religion, then they are not going to pay attention to more serious matters.
Out of character, this means that he lied about the whole light being given by light, so clearly they are actually... Yeah, Sunny's burning this place to the ground.
I wouldn't know if they were lying about everything, but I'm pretty sure that Kelfani doesn't quite believe what he is preaching. I'll put it that way. Have you ever wondered why it is that they have only a single person in charge of something as important as social affairs? Because they don't
Nope.
care.
Sunny never heard of social affairs, so Sunny don't know how many people you need in charge of that.
Yeah, in the South, we just kind of enslave each other and then kill each other and then eat each other.
Sunny doesn't do that last one.
Oh, okay.
Or the other one.
Yeah.
What was
Yeah.
the third one?
No.
I said
What was the
enslave each
second
other,
one?
then kill each other, then eat each other.
Sunny only killed the ones that tried to kill him.
Maybe
The
a
fact
good
that they
move.
even have one
friend
person.
That if an enemy is just a friend that doesn't want to be friends with you.
In Arazid's world, an enemy is just a friend you haven't met yet.
In Arazid's world, an enemy is anyone that everyone unanimously agrees that they do not like, and he will go, okay, we don't like that person.
Yeah, if Arazid ties the Turd's belly into turtle soup, yeah, I'm gonna be fourth leveling some of them fun ones.
Banish me, daddy. Ooh.
What?
Yeah, let's try not let's try not channeling your inner Nyan here.
Yeah, oh my gosh. I just remember that. Say ooh. And I'm like, no. He's
I
like,
keep on
say
forgetting
it.
his actual name.
No.
It's
No.
easy to pronounce.
So I shouldn't go to this place tomorrow and ask this guy how to join his church?
I'm not going to tell you what you should or shouldn't do. But I
Yeah,
would
but you seem
have
against
caution.
it, is all I'm saying.
I just don't think that these... I don't think that the how do you say it here? The Niño?
The
What?
Nino.
Niño, thank you.
That sounds delicious.
I do not think that they're entirely truthful with their motivations. Maybe they leave it in parts, and I'm sure many of the lesser members of the congregation do, but in my experience, religion is a tool used only to oppress and control.
Yeah, doubt. Like, what do you think that they're trying to distract people from? You know?
The rampant wealth disparity. You must have seen that, we have our rulers, at least 2 of them in this city, living in some incredibly ostentatious buildings, and otherwise people are having to beg for food and sleep on the streets.
Yeah, that's not good.
It's not great, but I gotta say, I shared a meal with a homeless woman earlier. Oh man, Morati, and she had these little golden circles, and oh my gosh, I've never actually tasted anything tastier in my whole life.
Whether or not they had some food, I'm sure that they were only able to steal that from somewhere. It's not like they're paid anything. They may call themselves free, but really they are Jean.
Well, I mean, then shouldn't we change that? I mean, surely through this tool that they have made, in which they can do things like make community events. Surely they can do things like make jobs.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe you can change it from within. If anyone can, I'm sure it is you.
You know, I rolled a lot of bread for that guy just there, and he didn't even offer me a copper. So I get it. This place sucks.
I think we should go to the event tomorrow and try to learn what we can, and then we should go to the castle, the guy in the sky, the sky guy, the sky guy.
Yeah.
And then we should come back and help them bury their dead. And then we should, if we have time, I know we have a lot of things to do with the whole, saving the world thing. We can probably see what we can do about, I don't know, sharing the wealth.
Well,
I don't know how to fix a wealth disparity. I don't know how to do that.
Well, when we don't have enough gold to do that, and they have to do it themselves, right? Like, Tion's palace is insane. He's got talking statues, from if what you guys told me can be believed. Like, that's some crazy bullshit. And then you've got Osaka in that huge place that she can't even have anybody over at because she can't be seen taking favor on one side over another. And then you've got Umoja living in a freaking tree all of his life. Like, yeah, there is some wealth disparity here. God only knows how much this drink and veggie stew is gonna cost Zhao Dao here, But yeah, no, maybe this place needs to. I don't know. I feel like we need a group of furry outsiders to come in and help us take over the city. So change over the management.
It's actually not a bad idea. I know you were just spitballing there, but we can arrange that.
Well, wait a second. Didn't Chance say that he could drive the floating island?
He did?
Only if he's, like, on or underneath it.
Well, maybe we could threaten Onolembo with the floating island that they're all so scared of. Maybe it's not the rise and the rise. Maybe it's the fall and the fall. The fall of the island on top of the city.
Maybe it's the
Leading
fall
to
and
the
crush.
fall. Yeah, the fall and the crush, exactly. Leading to the fall of their society so that they rebuild in a way that's better, stronger. Maybe what they need.
Landing flying rock on city would make them all in shadow, and that bad thing.
Holy shit, guys. Maybe what they need is a channel of some divinity. Maybe they need a real god to follow. Maybe they need Mechas. And who has the direct-ish line to Mechas, if not us?
Why not just follow Light Lady? She's nice.
That's exactly what I'm fucking saying. That's exactly. That they need a real religion. Like, their religion is just based on social constructs. It's not real. But we have a real goddess. Like, maybe we could just share the light. Sunny, maybe that's the whole reason we're here, to share the light of Mechas. And maybe we could do that by threatening them with a large island. I'm still stuck on that.
I think this idea sounds a little bit like the idea of a
Not fully
millennia.
fleshed. Okay.
If floating
Well-
island has volcano on top of it and that give out fire, we either
Mechlomaniac.
make them stand in new light or we make them stand in heat. Because they're covered in shadow right now.
Because I don't know, threatening them with a whole tower falling on them and possibly killing
No.
several
We
people.
not drop land on them. That cover them in shadow. That bad.
Okay.
Suddenly have to kill you all if we do that.
Okay. Good to know where you're standing on this, buddy. Oh, also sound
Out
doesn't
of
travel
character,
outside of a huddle.
As fun as it would be to, what's that damn villain in Marvel that tried to drop a rock on people?
Thanos? No, I don't.
No.
I honestly don't know.
The robot.
Iron
Ultron?
Man?
Ultron, yes.
I haven't even seen
As
that
much
film.
fun as it would be to Ultron them, I'm not playing the right character for that.
Yet.
Okay.
I'd need that character from the first game I played with Ren for that sort of thing. Now, there's a character who would want to look like a hero doing that sort of thing.
Oh god, what was his name? He was the noble dude, right? No, I'm thinking of
The one
someone
I
else.
played?
So there were like these two different brothers, right? They were both sons of Mycon, Lord Mycon.
What game are we talking about?
The
The
first one.
you guys played together. Are we talking about Scribble?
No, because there was a character before
Oh.
Scribble, I swear.
No, Scribble was the first one I ever played with you guys, I
Ah.
think. Scribble
Okay, so with
Wrightsman,
me, maybe.
yeah.
Yeah.
Sling.
Hi! Oh my gosh,
Bribe.
Fair
He definitely didn't kill his wife. I gave you all the backstory to prove it.
enough, fair enough. I think I'm gonna leave it, call it there today, guys.
That's fair.
I am hella knackered. So it looks like we've got some interesting plans for next week.
You're falling asleep. I'm just waking up.
I
Why
have
being so quiet?
been awake for
I
about
don't want to
12 hours
say.
by now.
Yeah, I feel you there.
I don't feel good. But anyway.
Next turn,
Thanks
I
for
guess some
coming.
of us are